Okay, and in lesson 29 in module 3, we are continuing to divide with, this time we're going to have 4-digit dividends and 1-digit divisor. So we're going to start our problem with four digits. So our problem is going to start with a 4-digit dividend. So let's see, let's go with 1,578. 1,578. And we're going to divide that by 4. And I kept the multiplication times table with us in case we need to figure out what goes where. Well, when we look at the first part of this, we look and we see that 4 cannot go into 1. Okay, so since 4 cannot go into 1, that would be a 0 there. Okay, and we don't need to put 0 there because we know that 0 times 4 is 0, and we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and bring that down. Now this stuff is often skipped, and we just start right under the 15. But for right now, we'll go ahead and use it. We don't have to put anything here. But remember, our next value has to go in this place because this is where the arrow is. Wherever the arrow down is, it's the one up where we're going to put the number up the elevator. So we're looking at 4. So this time, all the numbers we're going to be looking at are going to be in this row. This is the row with all the numbers we're looking for when we're dividing. Because if we're dividing by 4, we're actually also multiplying by 4. Well, that sounds kind of interesting because we have to know all our 4 multiplication times tables in order to figure out what goes next. Because we're looking at 15. Now 15, I don't see any 15s here. I see a 12 and I see a 16, so it's right in the middle here somewhere. So we have to go with the lower number because the 16 would be too much. So we look at the 12 and then we go all the way up the elevator. And lo and behold, what number is it up there? It's 3. So 3 is going to be the number that we're going to put above right there. We got 3. Okay? So 3 times 4 is 12. 12. Now the next step is to subtract. So 15 take away 12 is going to be 3. Okay. 7 goes down the medium elevator. Boop. Now we're looking 37. Well, let's look on our chart again. 37. I don't see a 37. I see a 32. I see a 36. And then I see a 40. Well, 40 would be too much. 36 looks like the right one. So we take the elevator up the shaft. And what do we get? We get 9. So we're going to put a 9 right there. 9. And 9 times 4, it looks like on our chart, 9 times 4 is 36. So we're going to put a 36 right there. 36. Then we subtract, and we get 1. And we bring down the big elevator. All the way down. 18. And 4, does 4 go into 18 evenly? No, looks like we have 16. Looks like we have a 20. And the lower one is 16, so we're going to go up the elevator shaft here. And it looks like, well, what do we have up here? We have a 4. So 4 goes up here. There's where our 4 goes. And 4 times 4 is 16. And when we subtract, we get 2. So this one will have a remainder of 2. Now, if we want, it looks like a Z, but that's supposed to be a 2. Supposed to be a 2. Okay. And so when we're going to check our answer next. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do a check. And let's see, we'll make that just a wee bit thicker. Okay, so we're going to check that with 300. Oops, I can barely see that. Let's try something else, a little deeper. There we go. Okay, we're going to check that with 394 times 4, because we have to check our quotient. I'm sorry, our quotient times our divisor, and see if that comes off with what we started with. So we have 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1, that's our 16 there. 4 times 9 is 36, and 1 more is 37. I have to put a 3 here because it's 37. 4 times 3 is 12, and 3 is 15. Well, what happened? This is 1,576. Up here we started with 1,578. We have to remember this. We have to remember add the 2 in. So we'll add the 2, and we get 1,578. Check, check. And that's it. We are done. Hello? No. Okie dokie. Sorry for the interruption, but that's all, folks.